Good morning, everybody. I realize this is very last minute and I will probably not have anybody, maybe one or two people in here, but I decided to do my art before breakfast this morning and go live because I have a fun little project. So I had a bunch of vintage seam binding and they were on all these different cards, and I saved these as bases for other projects. And then I crinkled up all the seam binding. I'll show you guys. I wet it down. I've crinkled them all up and I've rubber banded them into little balls. And I'm waiting for them to finish drying. I have one here so that I get crinkled seam binding. Isn't that fun? Crinkled seam binding. This is still damp, so I gotta not pull it too straight. But and then I'll use some of this for myself, sell some in a future sale. But anyway, so I ended up with these cards. And this morning I got up and I thought, okay, what can I do with these cards? Do something on art before breakfast. And so I folded one in half, and I'm going to make this into a scrappy little notepad. But that's not what I want to do on art before breakfast. On art before breakfast, I want to make a mini journal cover. So this is right about 5 inches. So if I um, want to make let's say a 1/4 inch spine. So that's going to take, if I go in the middle and if I go on each side 1/8 of an inch, that should give me a 1/4 inch spine. And then I can sew in a little signature. Now, I'm going to have to, because this is so thick, I cannot get my, I'm using one of these little embossing tools, and it can't like feel the groove underneath because it's so thick. So I'm going to put a ruler up there, and I'm just going to use the ruler. It looked like somebody joined. Who's here? Say hi, please. I don't normally do these live, but I decided today I would. And for some reason, StreamYard decided to put my thumbnail on sideways. I uploaded it regular and I went back and checked, but oh well. So I've got this little tiny 1/4 inch spine. Now, I could turn it over and score again on the other side. I'm not going to do that. But one thing I've learned, if you bend towards the score, it will crack on the other side. So, and it may still crack on this side because this is pretty thick, but I'm going to bend it this way. And then this way. And I don't know for the life of me what I did with my bone folder. Go figure. You guys know me by now. You know I lose everything. So I'm going to burnish it down a little with my scissors, with the end of my scissors. And that's all going to be covered. So it is a little cracked because it's really thick card. But that's okay. We're going to cover all that up. So let's put the scoreboard away. And I don't know if I'm going to add signatures in this session, but I do want to make the cover. And then maybe tomorrow morning I can come on and add the inside, and we can decorate it a little bit. All right, so I'm just sitting here thinking, how do I want to do this? Do I want to put paper on it, or do I want to put fabric? And I think as small as it is, paper is going to be the way to go. So I'm just going to grab, I have nothing prepped for this. This is all Just something I thought of when I came downstairs this morning. So what I'm going to do is just pull out a paper pad here, or a piece of paper, something with fairly thin paper, because well, this thing is not going to handle a bunch of bulk. So I'm looking for some paper up here that is fairly thin, and I know I've got lots of it. Let's look at this pad. Yeah, this stuff's fairly thin. So I've got this pad here, the Paper Studio. Let's find something pretty in here. And if you're watching, please say hello. That one's kind of pretty. Let's see, what do we want? Oh, I used this in my Marguerite Miller challenge the other day. Oh, I like the blue one. Let's use blue. All right, now I'm going to need this paper to be, so I've got 5 by, well, let's get this scoreboard out so I can measure it correctly. I've got 5 by 2 1/8. So I need a 1/4 inch top and bottom extra is what I'm thinking. So let me get out my math paper here and we'll figure out. So I am 5 this way. Actually, my cover is 10 because it's, 5 doubled. So 10, and then this way we're 2 1/8. So on this, I'm going to need an extra, I'm going to do 3/4 of an inch just to make sure I have enough. So I need 10.75. So 3/4 is 6/8, right? And I think I did this wrong. See, here I am trying to do math. No, that's right. 3/4. So if I did 1/4 and 1/4 was 1/2 and another 1/4. So I need an extra 3/4. So 3/4 is 6/8. So this needs to be 2 7/8. All right, so I need a piece that is 2 7/8, and I just might make it 3 because it doesn't really matter, by 10 3/4. That's the size I need for my cover. And if you got lost in all that math, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, I want this part up here that has all the pretty, or do I want, no, I want this one up here. So I say I lost somebody. See, I was doing the math. So what did I say I wanted? 3 by 10 3/4. So 10 3/4 is here. And 3 is here. And I think I made that typo. I think I'm 5 for the whole thing. So I need to cut this in half. So it's 5 3/4. We'll just make it 6. All right. I doubled it. It wasn't 5 inches per side, so it was 5 inches long for the whole thing. So that's all right. All right, so now we've got this. Okay. And I am going to put, let's see, what kind of glue do I want to use on this? I'm just going to put some glue stick on this. And try to pretty much center it. It doesn't have to be exact because we're going to fold up these edges. So about right there looks good. Okay. Make sure it's straight. And then there is our cover. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? So I've got a couple people in here. Does anybody want to speak up and say hello? All right, so now what I need to do, and I don't think, well, maybe I will. I'm going to cut down these corners a little bit so they're not as bulky in there. All right. Nobody speaking up. All right, I'm going to get my glue book here. And glue down. So I'm thinking, excuse me, it is art before breakfast. I got that froggy thing going in my voice. I'm thinking that I can make this little tiny journal and put it inside another journal maybe, or maybe not. It may be with that 1/4-inch spine, it may be too bulky, but I could certainly hang it as a charm from another journal or just have it for fun. All right, let's fold those up. I wish you guys would chat with me, those of you who are in here. All right. There's that side. And that side. All right. So we've got that. And then I'm going to, when the glue's wet, it's hard to bend it because it buckles. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And maybe we want to put the same paper on the inside just because this is just a mini journal and I don't need to do anything too fancy. So I am going to cut it down that right there. Well, my puppy dog came to visit. Her daddy went outside to work. Today's his day off and he went outside to do some work outside and she's not happy that he went out without her. Now that is not straight. So let me make sure that we have it straight here. There we go. It's better. And just put that right down on the inside as well. All right. guess it doesn't. Let's see, what side do I want to be? I want that to be up, and I want that to be up. Okay. All right, there's the inside of my journal. And I don't think that's going to bend very easy. It's not going to bend until after it dries, so I'm going to leave that and think about what I want to do on the cover of this little blue journal. So my cover starts about right here. Now I know I probably want to put something over the spine, but let's see what I want to put. Get all my little cords and stuff out of the way. Oh, and I must have a cup of coffee or a sip of coffee. All right. Let me think about what we want to put on there. I have got, I wish you guys were chatting with me so you could help me. Let's look in. I don't have any people small enough. I've got these stamps that I recently cut out. These are actually US postage stamps that I ordered some stamps online because I was out of stamps for just, mailing letters. And they sent me, I got my stamps, but then they sent me this book of all the different stamps that they sell and their pictures. And what they've done is they've crossed out the forever so that, oh, hey, Big Mama, I'm doing an art before breakfast and I am making a mini journal. So they sent this to me and it's just cute as can be. And I've got all these stamps in here. And I was thinking, nope, some of these are just too big. Oh, that's kind of cute. Tommy de Paola, a little stamp, but I wanted something that kind of goes more vertical. There's one that says thank you, and then I could use this. I'm enjoying my coffee with some ink pulp in it. Yay! Yeah, I decided to do a live today. I usually record these, but I made this little journal. I'm letting it dry so that the paper doesn't buckle when I bend it. But this is just a little journal that I made, and I'm looking for what I want to put on the front of it. Oh, now there's a cute idea. I could do that with some collage behind it, maybe a little lace. What do you think about that, Big Mama? Put a nice big sunflower on there. Oh, I've got this one that is elephants too. I could do elephants on there. Good morning. Oh, hey, Manon and April. I decided to go live this morning and I'm making a little mini journal on my art before breakfast. I can't bend it just yet, but this is the edge of the cover right here. Hang on. Right here. So I want to use one of these little stamps. You had me at lace. I know, I'm going to put some lace on it. So do we like the little elephant stamp? Or what else did I have? Oh, I have this one that is the Lunar New Year that I could use. What else did I have up there? Oh, I had this little sunflower that I could use. You guys help me pick. You know I like help. What Which one? Ooh, I've got this one that is the iris. No, those aren't iris, those are crocus. The sunflower. Nice to have hot coffee. Only 5 Celsius this morning. Holy cow. Okay. Ooh, you like this one better, Big Mama? You like the crocus? We could put the crocus on there. Let's do that. It takes up a little more room than that sunflower. Okay, we'll do the crocus. I like those too. So yeah, if you order stamps online through the post office, if you ever have to buy stamps, they will send you one of these books. And it's a big, folder. And then you get, like I got all these that are huge. It just, it was just really cool when it showed up in the mail because I was like, oh man, I can use all of those. And then see, these were all together, so I can use that. I can make a pocket out of that in a journal. All right, so we'll use that on the cover. Yeah, or go into your local post office and ask them if they have the book with all the stamps in it. I think it's the current one for the current year. I'm not positive. Ooh, there's a little tiny one. We could go something like that. I don't know if I want the strawberries there. That's kind of clashy, but let me see if I have any more of those little tiny ones. I do, with different fruits on them. Do you guys like a different little fruit, or we could do a little yellow? No, I don't like that. If I'm going to put something, I want it really tiny. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Look at the bunny with the crocus for spring. What do you guys think? I don't have a butterfly in here. They didn't have any butterfly. But what about the bunny? I like that little bunny. Cute, April says. All right, so hopefully, April, this has given you some ideas. You can always go back and watch. I just started with some cardboard that I had left over. I had some old vintage seam binding, and I took them all off these cards, and I've got them all crinkled up to make crinkled seam binding that I can sell in my next video. And so I had all these cards. I'm like, okay, what can I do with those? And this is what I came up with. All right, so I am going to put let's see if I can't get this thing down now without crinkling it too bad. You know how when you bend wet paper, it kind of crinkles a bit. So let's see. And I made this, bring this up here, a 1/4-inch spine. We'll just see if we can't. I can also put a piece of fabric in the middle there if it's crinkling too bad. And this one's going to be a little longer, I think, than my normal art before breakfast, but that's okay because I have you guys. Oh, you did get the stamp catalog, so you see what I did with them. I have a pair. These are from Fiskars. I have a pair, and you can use just scallops, but these are the stamp pattern from Fiskars, and I don't know if they still make them or if you can find them, but I went around and cut, all the edges. But yeah, I cut everything out of that. All right. So there we go. There's our little spine. And then we'll have that and the little bunny, but let's put some lace on that spine. Let me find something here that looks good. Can't be too wide because this is a little journal. Oh, you know what I think I want to use? I'll be right back. This is some of that 100-year-old lace that I have. And I bet we can find something in here that will look good on that spine. Now those stamps are real white and the background is white, but oh, that's cool, except the edges of my desk are round. I don't have square edges. So maybe I don't want to use this old lace because it's all very, very, not very dark, but somewhat dark. Let's look at this. Maybe that contrast would be nice. Let's look at this. How about this over the spine for the lace, and then we can have our bunny, and then I can put maybe other little pieces of lace tucked in here and there. What do you guys think of that? Well, won't stay on there. What do you think of that? Then I could put a little button or something else on it. I like that. Yes, April Durden says. So let's put, I'm going to go really light because I hate, you guys know I hate when the glue shows through the, but there's not, this lace has a lot of open holes in it, so there's no real place that I can glue. So I'm going to go as light as I can on this glue so I don't get big globs showing through. If I need to add a little more once it's on, I can do that. Okay. So let's see here. Come on. Let's see which side is front and which side is back. These laces, it's really, really, really hard to tell. Okay. Now I can't remember what I had as the, no, it goes this way. Okay, I'm going to take it a little over the top so I can cut it straight. So I'll go a little above and then wrap it around and glue it down on the back side. You honestly think the crocus alone is better? Oh, I've already put down some lace. It'll be pretty, Big Mama. It'll be pretty. Oh, you mean not with the bunny? Yeah, we can skip the bunny. I've already put the lace down, but we can skip the bunny if you think it's too much. Lace, no bunny. Okay. That works for me. It's a small little journal, so we don't want to get it too cluttered. All right. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Okay. Crocus, no bunny. Should we ink up the edges or just leave them all white? Well, it'll stand out more if I ink, and I could ink in purple or blue. I could put it on straight. I don't like straight. I don't like anything too straight. I like a little sideways. Yeah, I could do them inside. So what do you think? Straight inked blue? I've got a denim blue color that would probably be, let's see if I can find it here. And not much. I don't think we need to put a ton of color on it. Just a little bit. Boy, Big Mama, you missed a good sale on Sunday night. We did applique, wedding dress appliques from that wedding dress I cut up. Faded jeans, that's the one. There we go, faded jeans. All right, and let's just do just a little bit right around the edges. Not too much. Make sure I'm in camera here where you guys can see. So I've got to do invoicing today. Ah, I gotcha. All right, so there's that. I like it a lot. I've got this little tiny piece of lace left over. How about if we put it underneath up here at the top, because we can't waste anything. What about that little bit of lace up there? I like it. I like it a lot. I hear you, Big Mama. Especially these days. Man, my husband and I have just been grousing about the cost of groceries lately. Yes, and congratulations on your son's graduation. That's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to just stick this up here a little bit. And let's see if we're ready to put this down yet. Actually, I want this more over here. And kind of crook it a little bit. I think we can glue that down. Master's in psychology. So you're his thesis project, huh? That's funny. I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac on this because we've got a little bit of lace under there. And this is just an off-the-cuff, sit down this morning and make up something. You crazy lady, you. Got a little bit of glue on my stamp. It was on my fingers, so I'll just take it off with my favorite tool, my glue eraser. Just take that right off. Okay, so there's that. What else do we need on this little thing? What else? Is that good enough? Or do we, I think we need something up here. And I have got, what did I do with them? Got little ones and big ones. I've got these little flat back pearls. I could put a glue strings. Yuck. So I'm going to lay this down flat so I can work on it. I could put one inside of that lace and then a couple of little ones off to the side. What do you guys think about that? Can you see that? Let me get you down a little bit closer. Can you see that? No, maybe I'll just, let me go back up. I'll just pick it up without trying not to Okay, so up here in the corner, I've got a big one and two little ones, and I really like that. Or we could do, this is too symmetrical for me, I think. But we could do that. That's not bad. We could do the big one in the middle and then the two little ones on the side. But see, the lace goes bigger on this side, which is why I like the bigger one over here. Love the pearl. So what do you think about up there at the top like that? I kind of like that. So let's put down a dot of glue and put that on there. Glue strings, that's the one thing I hate, and Fabri-Tac is terrible for that, as are glue guns. One there and one there. Okay. Stick these down. Oops, I didn't get a little blob right here. There we go. There we go. Does this cover need anything else, or is it good the way it is? What do you guys think? It needs something down here? I kind of don't think so. I kind of think I don't want to overdo it. I tend not to go too much on things, as you know. And then we've got the inside and the spine and the back of the spine. I may need to glue that down a little more, but what do you guys think? Is she done? I think she's done. Come on, there we go. I kind of think she's done. All right, well, I am at, how many minutes am I at? 37 minutes, which is usually, which is longer than my usual. See, Sandy, I get a catalog from Christian book distributors. I cut out the Bible photos and make miniatures for pockets in your journals, accordion, fold, scrap, and make a writing spot. Very cool. Very, very cool. There's so many ideas out there, and I think that's great. So tomorrow, and I'll probably come on live, I'll cut up some papers ahead of time to make a couple of signatures, but we'll put the signatures in tomorrow and maybe put a couple little pockets on the front here and then put the signatures in. And then maybe the following day I can make a 3-day, stretch this out to 3 days, so we'll come back and decorate the pages. So that's it. That is art before breakfast. And again, I just sat down, had no clue what I was going to do. Made me a little mini journal. So you guys can do it too. And I know, April, you've been really looking for more ideas per our conversation and, trying to figure out how you can use up the stuff you have. I just really encourage you, sit down with stuff around you and just make, because I want to show you something here. Let me turn this a little bit. Whoops, that's me. That's not what I wanted to do. Look at beside me. Look at all the stuff that I have on my desk and my shelves. That's upside down, but look at all the stuff that I have around me. There's those appliques, but I just have stuff everywhere. And I just reach out and grab, the stuff that I have and start working with it. And you just got to start Gold pen, the edge of the scrap, because of course a Bible must have the gold edge. Oh, there you go. All right, ladies, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Thank you so much for coming in. It looks like we've got 6. I don't see 6. Oh, Menon, are you still? Glue strings are like spiders. Yes, they are. But I'm really happy with this little mini journal. I think it's just right. It has just enough on it. I was thinking about putting little pearls down the side, but I think it would be too much. I think it would overwhelm this little cover. So that's it. I'm going to go get started with my day now that I have done some art. I'm happy, and I can't wait to put a signature in this. It'll just have one little signature in it, but I can't wait. I will see you all surrounded by love, crafting hug. Oh, thank you, Big Mama. All right, ladies, have a wonderful day. Again, thank you for coming and showing me the support. Let me get an in focus view, one last view of our little mini journal, and I'll go ahead and end it there. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.